I always say you've got to have a great toolkit, and then you've got to have support to turn those tools into habits. Because as you upgrade your habits, then your life will definitely get upgraded, and you will have that which you.
Welcome to the 10-Minute Mogul podcast. I'm Adam Zucker alongside my incredible wife.
I'm Randy Zucker, and we're here to revolutionize your real estate investing journey.
We built our success from the ground up through determination, courage, massive action. We created a portfolio of motels, multifamily properties, and renovate over 100 homes.
We understand the challenges other investors face and know firsthand how tough it can be to pivot in the real estate game and reach that next level. That's why we developed a powerful method to help you prioritize your time, maximize your life, and build legacy wealth.
Let's spend 10 minutes together to change your life.
Welcome to the 10-Minute Mogul podcast. I'm your host, Randy Zucker, joined today by Gurutej Khalsa. We're here to help you make 10 million in 10 minutes. Gurutej has been practicing and teaching kundalini yoga for over 50 years. She is one of the foremost experts in yoga and meditation. She speaks at conferences around the world, and her clients not only include yoga practitioners, but organizations, thought leaders, and celebrities. She's the author of several books, the most recent being The Art of Energy, Your Blueprint for Great Energy. And I'm sure if you're listening, wondering why a real estate podcast has a Kundalini yoga master, then you really need to be listening to this episode. This episode is for you. Welcome, Gurutej.
Thanks, Randy. Glad to be here. Yeah.
So Gurutej and I have known each other now. I was pregnant with Ryan, so it must have been about 7. He's 6.5, so it must be about 7 years now. And I was first helping you with your website, but I actually reaped, I think, just as much benefits as you did because I got to read all of your amazing content over the years. And it really did help change my life because it helped me really get more focused and prioritize my life, prioritize what I'm spending my energy on. And it also gave me tools to really help focus my stress. It gave me some stress management tools. I remember sometimes I'd be in the car and I'm really stressed out trying to pick up my kids in time for school, and I'm working and I'm getting work messages. And I remember I would stop and I would do this exercise where you would be able to explain it better. So I'll kick it off. What is this exercise called where you stop and you're waving your hands back and forth over your...
Yeah, your wrists are loose and your fingers are semi-tight and you're just doing this. Okay, it looks crazy, right? But what it does is it helps to reconnect synaptic connections in your brain, right? So when Randy was describing that perfectly, when whatever it is shorts us out because there's too much going on in too many different directions or too much input, and you feel like, I can't deal and much less make a really great decision, right? This is great. And so what I want to do with you is just like for 30 seconds, do this with you, because if I tell you about it, it's great. You're inspired for a second. But if you do it, then it's yours because you've had the experience of like, oh, maybe this could work. Besides looking crazy, it could work. Once we get over like how we look, and it's more important how we feel and how clear our energy is so that we can actually stop and make the decision that's in front of you that looks like, it's coming from 10 different directions. Like, what do I need to focus on right now to get this, right? When she was talking about how to make those decisions of, do I need to be doing this or do I get to give this to somebody else? And you can't make that decision when you're all jumbled up and like, feeling frantic and stretched and, 10 different things happening. So let's just do this for 30 seconds together, right? So just fingers semi, tight, wrists loose, and just once you close your eyes, it's like you're chopping wood sort of.
And you're going, for people listening, you're listening, you're taking your hands and you're putting it next to your ears and you're going back and forth.
Yes. Just like kind of like your hands are like chopping wood a little bit. And you're just actually like, just allow yourself to close your eyes so you can feel the energy. You want your wrists loose wrists, right? Yeah. My gay guys used to love this in class and say, this is a perfect gay exercise, right? Okay. Just, you don't have to be gay to do this. Just see if you can just breathe with this, and you'll find your breath is coming in kind of staccato-y, and it really is shaking your whole body, which is another wonderful aspect of this. You can just shake out the crap, right? Want to give yourself another 10 seconds and just, sometimes it takes more than 30 seconds, but I want you to just do this for at least 30 seconds and feel this. Now take a beautiful deep breath in. Just hold it here. Try to breathe down deep into your body. And then exhale and just relax your hands over your heart so you can take that energy in and you can feel your heartbeat. Ah, you're still alive. Yay, right? Yes. So that's just one of the wonderful things that you can do that can help you to just get back to clear, feel less frazzled, and so that you can make those very rapid decisions that are being called on you. You know, you get called on to make these decisions like, okay, we need the answer to this right now. We need this, we need that. And you go, okay. I love reading books about really successful people. And one of the things I remember reading this book on Richard Branson. And the reason he bought all his stock back after he took his business public was he said he no longer could go to his boat and just have that quiet that he needed to make the decisions of how to expand it, because there were so many demands on him. So when you have those demands, being able to take a minute to just bring everything down so that you can get quiet, because that in that place of calm and clear is where you make really good decisions. Yeah.
Could you describe what Kundalini yoga is?
Kundalini yoga is a yoga that's based on the systems of the body. So your nervous system, your immune system, your respiratory system, and it's also based on your chakras, your energy centers. You literally have thousands of chakras, but we talk about the main 8 chakras in the body, which are energy centers that do not have a physical portal in the body, but they are, you can feel them. And one of the things that happens when we get stressed is we do this and we close our heart and we close our throat. Okay. 2 things you really need in business. You need to be able to feel things with your heart. We also close our whole abdominal area down, get tight. And when that happens, your plug, your navel into the world gets cut off. Okay. And when your throat gets cut off, you're not hearing, because your ears also get cut off. You're not listening. You're not listening externally. You're not listening internally because you're overwhelmed. Okay. So the thing I love about Kundalini yoga is I've taken like a lot of those little, I've just taken things and made them smaller that you can do in like 1 to 3 minutes that can really bring you back. And I know this works because I worked in businesses with people to get them, you know, to use these tools during the day to just, you know, clear yourself so you could go back into what you're doing with a bigger perspective, a deeper, you know, okay, I can release this. And so this is one of my favorite exercises for like clearing off the top of your head, because sometimes we feel like this, right? Like, and those of you who know Randy know that she's a mother, she's a wife, she's a woman, she has a home, as well as this ever expanding business in real estate. And before that, she did all sorts of wonderful things. That's how we got to know each other. But, you know, we're not one-dimensional humans. We have all these other things coming towards us and sometimes at us. And so how do we just go, okay, you know, and I recommend bathrooms. They're wonderful places to just go and, you know, nobody's going to, well, most people aren't going to interrupt you in the bathroom. So you go in the bathroom, make it your sacred space, whether you're at work or home, and just do something, you know, for a minute or 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You will come out with so much more clarity and ability to make much better decisions. Okay. All right. So this one is wonderful. You just take your thumb, which is your Mars energy, you don't have to believe this. I'm just telling you the whole yogic thing. And you put it under Mercury, which is your communication finger, right? Wrap all the other ones around, and then you're going to just try to just clear. But I want you to not bring the arms forward. You want to bring it back. You're clearing it off the top of your head, okay? And so we're just going to just breathe through your nose. And if you're really doing this, your whole body's going to shake. Again, you can do this standing up. You can do it sitting down. Can't do it lying down, but so you can do it at your desk. You can do it, standing up in the bathroom. You can do it in your car at a stop sign, just, stop light. Come on, do it as fast as you can and just feel like you're really like, get wild with it. Just like, when stuff's coming at you, it's wild, isn't it? It's not that calmly doesn't present itself like an award. So just... And now take a beautiful deep breath in. And again, exhale and just put your hands over your heart. Just feel your heart's beating. And these things are so much better than going for the quick fixes of the caffeine, the Red Bull, the sugar, the whatever you use to get that fake energy. This is your energy. This is really you. And you don't have to buy it. It doesn't jack you up. It doesn't ruin your adrenaline, your adrenals. It doesn't, all of the stuff it doesn't do to you. It does good stuff for you. It's not, you don't have to pay the piper on the back end for, okay, I just had to have, more caffeine, more sugar, more whatever. They're like bad lovers. Have you ever noticed? Because they jack you up and then they slam you down, and then you need something else, right?
Exactly.
If somebody did this in a relationship, we'd go, what?
For me, the two exercises that we just did, it resets you. So if you have to make a very bold decision, so Adam and I, we've been studying billionaires. He's going on YouTube 10 minutes a day, listening to billionaire interviews, and the common theme is quick decision making. And that's also the motivation behind 10-Minute Mogul, is that you need to drill your decisions down into short work bursts. But the common theme here is making these short, bold decisions. And you cannot make bold choices in a short amount of time without really knowing yourself, without having mental clarity, and without having the tools that you help teach people to be able to control their stress, be able to really get hyper focused on the decision that they have to make. So it's really important to have this like personal development in order to really grow professionally.
It's true. We think sometimes that success, like we want a successful business, but if you're not a successful human, then you won't be able to manage a successful business. You've got to have, I always say you've got to have a great toolkit, and then you've got to have support to turn those tools into habits. Because as you upgrade your habits, then your life will definitely get upgraded, and you will have that which you are, you're looking at the end goal. I want millions. I want to make really good decisions about property. I want to be, wealthy. I want to be, but the truth of it is do you want this to be wealthy as well? Do you want this to be integrated? Does this get to come along with you? Or are you sacrificing this to get to that? Okay, I want you to have both. And that's really what this is about. It's like, how can you have your idea of success without sacrificing you? And they're now talking about how much that caffeine and processed foods and that affects the gut biome. And your gut biome is, they now talk about this, your gut biome, and this is so affected by your gut biome. And this, your sac, your pericardium that your heart sits in, when you get really stressed out, it will hurt. And that means that your adrenals are down, and it's taken your kidneys down, and now you're feeling like, okay, this, okay. So we want to get you before that so that you can actually know, oh my God. So I want to give you something like when you feel like, oh my God, I just need to clear myself. I just, it's just too much. Just take your hands in front of you and what this does as well is all of this area under here is lymphatic area, right? And your arms are ruled by your brachial plexus, which is a nerve plexus. And so this helps to just get that energy moving as well. Okay. But you're just going to cut down. So just feel like just
like a ninja chop, like the Karate
just,
Kid, but in
just
front of your
across,
face.
like, you're railroad crossing, right? Just coming down and just like, no, get rid of this. Like, Again, if you're doing this really powerfully and fabulously, you're going to feel like your whole body is shaking. Like and let it happen. It'll just help to shake out, the shit, right? Literally. Now see if you can just close your eyes so you can feel this, because if you can feel it and it works for you, you'll do it, hopefully. And now take a deep breath in and exhale again, hands over heart.
If you enjoyed this episode, stay tuned for part 2 coming out in a few days.